Welcome back, you're with Storyboard. The annual pitch Madison Mmedia Advertising Outlook is out this week and projections are not bullish. Growth at 9% in 2012 as against the 8% notched up by the industry in 2011. But as Animesh Das reports, the media and advertising fraternity feels things could improve in the second half of the year.
Let me tell you, I'm eagerly looking forward to the numbers. You get the message, no, I'm just kidding.
Some smiles, some introspection and muted celebration. The launch of the pitch Madison Mmedia Advertising Outlook showcased a serious and slightly worried Indian media and advertising industry. And that's because the bearish sentiment that slowed down growth in 2011 from the projected 17% to just 8% is expected to continue in 2012. According to the report, the industry will grow by 9% in 2012 to reach revenues of 28,013 crore rupees. While 2011's economic challenges like rising inflation and a weak rupee will continue to make advertisers tighten their purse strings, industry watchers remain optimistic.
India is a growing economy and you can't hold this growing economy down for too long. So we think we've had a bad last half of 2011. 2012 has also started not on a very optimistic note. So we think after a gap of 1 year of slowdown, the second half of 2012 should really pick up. And we think on an annualized basis, the market for advertising should grow at about 9%.
I think sooner or later, we will start seeing a few business-friendly policy announcements being made by the government, in the areas of retail particularly. And we could also see, a softening of interest rates. We could also see inflation coming in under check and therefore offtakes improving. And if the recent performance of the stock market is any indication, then obviously the sentiment is only going to improve. So second half looks obviously better than the first half.
In 2012, television will continue to have the lion's share of the industry ad pie and is expected to maintain its 10% growth rate. For print, however, the cut in spends by key sectors like banking and financial services, real estate and education is expected to continue, lowering growth estimates to just 6%. The good news, however, is online, with internet expected to log a whopping 50% growth. This will help it surpass radio, outdoor and cinema to become the third largest medium in 2012.
Digital has been growing significantly over the last few years. We consider it's an extremely important part of us communicating with our customer base, and yes, we'll certainly be spending more in real terms and also as a percentage of our total fixed marketing.
Consumer demand on search remains strong. We are seeing a greater than 60% year-on-year query volume growth, and we are hoping that this would translate into advertising, into search revenues, and we remain optimistic about that. Display advertising is led by video for us. YouTube continues to be a very, very strong online platform, and we are encouraged to see a lot of new categories open up to video advertising, such as auto, telecom and CPG. So we are very hopeful that video advertising will spur the overall display revenue for overall digital and internet advertising.
For the Indian media and advertising industry, 2011 brought back memories of 2009, the year of the slowdown. The flat growth of radio at just 2%, a drop in print and plummeting outdoor spends may be unnerving, but all is not doom and gloom. The consensus for 2012 is that advertisers will continue to remain cautious but won't put the brakes on spending just yet. In Mumbai, Animesh Das.
At 300 crore rupees, health snacks form just 5% of the entire Indian snack food market. But with more Indians eating healthy, giants like Pepsi and Britannia are serving up more options. Nikita Rana finds out what's cooking.
अरे सुनो, मैं कह रहा था कि
तुम्हारी मम्मी आ रही है।
मेरे घर वाले आते हैं तो तुम्हें कभी खुशी नहीं होती ना?
Despite this high decibel ad campaign, PepsiCo's baked snack Aliva that launched in 2009 hasn't been flying off shelves. According to Nielsen, the baked snack has seen its sales dip from 30 crore rupees in 2010 to 25 crore rupees this fiscal. But PepsiCo remains gung-ho about healthy snacking. enter Lay's Baked, a baked version of its popular chips brand. It's healthy, but at double the price, 25 rupees for 35 grams. However, PepsiCo says its target consumer won't mind forking out the extra dough.
आ गया है नया Lay's Baked, जिसमें फैट है 50% less. तो खाते जाओ जितना मर्जी.
Both Lay's Baked and Aliva, they are meant for a certain segment of consumers, which is the upper SEC consumers. And Lay's Baked specifically, this is the right time to launch because as we know that this market is evolving and snacking needs are becoming more diverse and consumers look for healthier snacking options as well as indulgent snacking options from time to time.
Britannia, the undisputed leader of the health biscuit market, is now also eyeing the snack food segment. Its NutriChoice brand accounts for 69% of the health biscuit market. Cashing in on this brand, Britannia has launched NutriChoice Multigrain Thins last month. Priced at 10 rupees for 25 grams, it is much cheaper than Lay's Baked. Both PepsiCo and Britannia have spent over 4 crore rupees each on their launch campaign. But Britannia thinks the overall investment on the product and its marketing is justified.
Finally a snack that loves you back.
There is, at one end, this huge shift which is happening in people's attitudes and concerns about health, which is there. Equally, there is another big shift as people are working outside more, progressing with their careers and lifestyles. People are traveling around more, and therefore, there is an increased consumption of food in smaller bites like snacks through the day. Versus, let's say, 20, 30 years ago, where the main meal contributed a much larger part of our consumption. Now, really, if you fuse these two trends, the trend toward health and the trend towards snacks, you get a huge space, potentially, of healthier snacks. Right? And that is the space which we are talking about.
Health as an option is definitely something which is relevant, and therefore the pie from the healthy snack segment will only grow going forward. A few failures are on account of A, not getting your supply chain right, B, also on account of not getting your product right. You need to offer a healthy option which is also tasty. Right, so companies when they work around with their R&D, they would come out with a few products which do not really gel with the market. So these are small instances, and overall they really do not highlight any downturn in the healthy snack option.
In the past, Parle and Marico have both failed in the segment. Parle with Monaco Smart Chips and Marico with Saffola Zest. Both products were withdrawn from the market barely a year after launch. PepsiCo and Britannia think that they've cracked the winning formula. But in a fickle market, only time will tell how long consumers stay loyal to expensive, healthy snacks. In Mumbai, Nikita Rana.
And now let's take a look at the new campaign for Axis Bank. At close to 30 crore rupees, this campaign will take up almost half the bank's annual marketing budget. It's created by Low Lintas and will debut on the 21st of this month.
रोल कैमरा एक्शन
माँ हाँ माँ मुझे नौकरी मिल गई माँ
कट जूम इन लोकेशन चेंज एंड एक्शन स्लो मोशन ट्रॉली क्लोज अप HMI ऑन फोकस शिफ्ट टिल्ट अप कॉस्ट्यूम चेंज Zoom out. Silence. Roll sound.
My resignation. Thank you, sir.
Taking. Crane down. Pen left. Glycerine down.
जिंदगी की पिक्चर में इंटरवल नहीं होता. एक्सिस बैंक. बढ़ती का नाम जिंदगी.
Action.
We have a very high spontaneous recall on the brand, so we would be in the top 4 brands which are recalled, which is great. And I think if you look at the brand health pyramid, the place where we would like to strengthen the brand is really when it comes to building preference as well as bonding. And I think that's really the stage that the brand is getting into now, and those are the key things that we would measure post this campaign.
That's all the time we have on Storyboard this week. Do send us feedback. We're on Facebook, and you can follow us on Twitter @BrandStoryboard. If you want to catch up on 10 years worth of archives, visit storyboard.in.com. Anuradha will be back next week. Thanks for watching.